Yo, I was gonna, I was gonna start this episode completely differently, absolutely differently. I will get into it, but I just have to mention this because it just happened. You could not write this up, right? And I've had some like really funny things happen, like these past couple of years here in Bangkok. But let me just okay. Right as I was about to now, first of all, it's a Saturday night here. Technically, it's like it's past midnight right now, so it's a Sunday. Anyways, technically Saturday night, whatever. So I'm about to do this episode, this podcast, and so I go downstairs. All right. Now I live on the 11th floor of my condo. Okay. I mean it's not my condo, but you know what I mean. The condo building that I live in. So so I want to go downstairs. I wanted to get some drink, and here in Bangkok, it's very common to see 7-Eleven vending machines. Okay, that's how we roll, baby. That's how we do it in the Bizak. That sounded terrible. I apologize. So that's Bangkok. There's a 7-Eleven in like every other block. Okay, just like Starbucks. Actually, no, it's more common than Starbucks. Anyways, so excuse me. So I go downstairs, or I'm going downstairs. So I'm heading. I walk out. I head to the elevator, right? And the thing about each floor, there's whether you're going to the left side of the building or the right side of the building, because there's two sides, like two hallways. So there's each floor. There's always one apartment that's like right next to the elevators. Okay. And the thing about our buildings here. Now, it's not the building that I live in, but it's quite common, okay? Because I've been to my friend's place and stuff like that. It's quite similar. The thing about these condos, these apartments in the building, the doors, the main doors to enter, the apartment. The walls are secure, okay? The walls are thick enough. They're secure. But the main doors, wee bit of a problem. Because as fortified as they are, okay, and it's safe here. It's safe in Bangkok. You don't need bars in the windows. Maybe in like more in the old school areas, but for the most part, it's safe. Okay, majority, it's always safe. Anyways, so these doors, they've got in the the border, the outline of it, right? There is significant gap where sound leaks through so clearly. So if you were for example, if you were to walk in the hallway, all right, if you and I were chilling at my place, we're on the couch in the living room, whatever, and we're just chilling, okay, and we're watching TV, okay, the TV's not even that loud, right? It's at a good volume, okay. Now, if someone were to walk in the hallway, they would hear the TV, okay, like clearly. And the sound, of course, goes in and out, right? Because if someone in the hallway walking, you'll hear it. They're talking, you'll hear it. Okay, so that's a little flaw. That's a little flaw with the doors, because ultimately you can't be that loud. Like, you have to be really considerate of your neighbors, right? I mean, you can party like on a Friday night. You can party. No one's gonna say shit. Because everybody knows it's Friday night, it's the weekend, or even Saturday night, it's the weekend. No one's going to really, unless it's like ridiculously crazy, like disturbance type of noise, like something that will just mess up your whole vibe, your whole, just bad noise kind of stuff, right? Something that you would not welcome into your home. Anyways, so for the most part, it's cool. My neighbors are cool. Like, I'm not gonna, like, the dude that lives right across from me, he always, like, from time to time he'll get his boys in, his boys will come over and they'll be like, on the PlayStation, on their PS5 or 4, whatever they're playing around nowadays. Wow, did I sound like I'm sorry. Let me retract that. I apologize, because I have an Xbox Series S, okay? So I'm not acting like I'm old and shit. I mean, I am old, but not that old. Anyways, besides the point. So, he'll be playing with his boys, and they're loud and rambunctious, as young 20-somethings are. But I don't mind, because they're just having fun, it's not like a loud ruckus, that where you would have to actually go and complain or whatever. So that I'm just giving you guys some context, okay? So I'm going to the elevator earlier, to go get my to hit up the 7-Eleven vending machine because that's how we roll. And as I'm walking to the elevator, one of my neighbors is loud. And it's very clear what's going on in that room, if you know what I'm talking about. It was definitely not. Listen, we are smart enough, right, to know what sounds like something that's coming out of a TV or a laptop, something that's coming out of a speaker, right? Noise from a speaker compared to someone actually talking, like it's coming out of someone's mouth, right? We know the difference. Okay? The thing is, here's the thing. If you gonna do something, if you gonna do something, do it in the bedroom. Because that's the cool thing about it, right? Like, yes, the main doors, has a lot of sound leakage or whatever. But if you go to the bedroom, if you go to your bedroom, the sound is like no one's gonna hear shit. No one will hear shit. As long as your bedroom door is closed, no one's gonna hear anything. The sound is perfectly fine. There's no problem. No problem at all. So let's just say there was a young lady being pleased. That's the nicest way I can put it. And she was loud. And I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all can't be that naive, right? Like, you don't want to move this into the bedroom? Like doing it in the bedroom? And I get it, I mean, these apartments they're good size, it's a nice size. Like a couple can live in these size apartments, okay? They're not huge, but they're not tiny either. You know what I mean? I mean, compared to like Bangkok standards, I don't know. The cost of living in Bangkok is ridiculously good. Okay? It's beautiful. No, I didn't say any of that. Don't move here, okay? Don't screw this up for us. I'm just kidding. But for real, the cost of the cost of living here is amazing. So these apartments are fantastic. For us, it's good, right? So, and I'm like, I did like one of those double takes. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold up. And she was like, something that you would hear on, when a young lady's being pleased. But it sounded like they weren't like fornicating, okay? I don't think. Because it sounded like someone was going down on her. I'm just saying, that's just what it sounded like. I'm not out of experience, maybe out of experience. I don't know. Listen, besides the point. Okay, what I'm trying to say is it was loud, and I know and I know the neighbors heard this. And I'm next to the elevator. You know what I mean? So that was a first. That was a first. I mean, we've experienced fires in this building a couple of times, which is one too many if you ask me. But it's just wild. It's just, it's just something that you would watch in a movie or maybe a television show, a TV show, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just something you hear. And I'm just like, it was so funny. I don't know why. I just thought it's just one of those moments where you're like taken aback by the situation. You're like, was that? That was, oh, okay. And she was pleased and she climaxed too. So I literally caught the tail end of what was going on in that room. And so I'm just like, I don't know. Do they want people to hear? Because sometimes that's kind of, it's kind of exciting, when couples do that. I get it. Anyways, with that said, Ramadan Kareem, everybody. All Ramadan Kareem to all the Habibis and Habibtis out there. It is the first day of fasting. And I want to give shout out to all the Muslims in my life. The ones that are dedicated to fasting in the month of Ramadan. For 1 month, they will stop drinking and taking the drugs and going to the parties. you know. But it's okay because after that, when it is Eid, it is the time for Eid when Ramadan is completed. They will go back out there and they will drink their butts off. They will get high and all of that and get nasty and bardi again. I'm just kidding. Wow, I just put a lot of people on blast right there. No. They're good Muslims. They're good Muslims. Don't get, they're good human beings. They're just they're just sacrificing a few things. I promised I wouldn't talk about religion, and I'm not. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing. So, but to all the Muslims out there, I want to give. Hope you are having a good Ramadan, and I will wish nothing but the best for you. I don't fast myself because, well, there's a whole topic situation on that. Anyways, we're not gonna go there. Yeah. So, what a transition, huh? Um, oh man, I still can't get over that. That caught me off guard. You know, you can tell that was not the television and that was not the laptop. That's for sure. But good on them. It's young love, or Anyways, it's Saturday night. Okay, people are just having fun. Um, yeah, it's the first day of Ramadan. So big shout out to everybody around the world. If you are fasting, you are a Muslim, and you are trying out some new diets. Man, y'all crazy with these diets, dude. Especially during Ramadan. Intermittent fasting. Because that's how we do it. We gotta be eating like keto and freaking we're vegetarians and vegans, and we gotta be like health conscious, and so I need to fast so I can just lose weight. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I'm sorry. I mocked a lot of people there, and I apologize. It's not funny. Okay, eating healthy is eating healthy, dude. And too many people do these crash diets, and it's dangerous, man. Y'all be careful out there, for real. Like your diet is not going to be the same as someone else's. Your lifestyle choices. It's whatever suits you. You have to find the right plan for you. That's how it works. It's personalized, customized. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I hope you guys are having you start your first day of Ramadan. Actually, it's first day in Saudi, right, in the Middle East, and in Saudi as well. It's their first day, but see, my thing is like that's always been and I was always confused, right? Like especially when I moved back to Bangladesh, Bangladesh and some other countries would always like do it a day after, like whenever like for example, the Saudis would start their the first day of fasting in Ramadan, then Bangladesh would do it the next day, or apparently Malaysia is also doing the same thing. So to me it was always confusing. It was like, well, okay, just again, I don't want to talk about like religion or anything, but this is just on the just on the holiday experience, right? Well, it's not really something to celebrate because it's about sacrificing things. Anyways, point is, if you ask the Muslim, right, where is the holiest place in Islam? The holiest place in Islam is Mecca. All right, Mecca, which is in Saudi Arabia, right? So if the Saudis are starting today, why aren't you starting today? Why? Oh no, because because the moon is. I'm like, the moon, bro. It's the same moon. What you talking about? You're just in a different time zone. It's the same moon. That's right. That's a logical way of looking at it, right? It's the same. If the Saudis are starting today, you should start today too. The whole world, just let's do it. Let's be on. I get it. I get the whole lunar thing. But just make it easier for everybody else, because usually people just get confused. Oh, we supposed to do it today? Oh no, but they started today. We'll start tomorrow. Like, just start, man. And Eid, and I get it too. Like usually, what happens is during Eid, the holiday is like 3 days, right? Eid is like for 3 days. It's not just one day. And I guess in a way I mean, whatever. It's tradition. I'm not gonna mess with it. I just don't understand it. Like to me, it's just like let's not confuse people. A lot of people get confused. It gets annoying, and it's something that that I experienced yesterday with my friends. With my BKK fam, which hung out today. Of course, again, if you guys are following me on Instagram, you've seen the stories all over. Went over to the house for the first time in quite a while. The sisters are back. The emotional assassins, I like to call them. The emotional assassin twins. Okay, Natasha and Anita. I love them to death. they're a big piece of my heart. I love them to death. But so finally got to properly go over to the place, have iftar technically. Even though I think there was probably one friend that was actually properly fasted, and because he goes by the Saudi, the Saudi schedule, and I guess most people are just gonna start tomorrow, which is again weird. Anyways, point is, we got together and just basically for dinner, and it's just nice, man. It's just nice. It's that that feeling of home. And I love that. That's why I love going over to the place, because it's always like that feeling of home. So, it's anytime I go to, Anita and Natasha's place, for me, they're family. They're family to me. So, going to their place is just like, you're at home. And that's what I felt like. And that's what I felt like today after a very long time, because, we never had the chance to do it since they've been back. They got back last week, I think. It's been a little over a week, I believe. A little over a week. Has it been 2 weeks? I don't know. I'd be losing count, bro. So, so just finally got to, actually take the time and hang out. And, like I said, like I always say, the best moments in life, the most beautiful moments in life is sitting around great food, great foods, and even better company. And that's what it was, better company and really great food, because Anita and Natasha are fantastic cooks. I mean, they can cook, bruv. You know what I mean? Like they can cook up a storm, man. Straight up, like present blood. Anyways, so I had a great time at their place. Another wonderful Saturday. And you know what? Something I've also noticed, for me personally, on Saturdays I try to do some work, but it just doesn't. It doesn't click for me, man. It doesn't click for me, because come Saturday, bro, I don't want to be working at all. At all. Like, I'm doing this podcast, but it's because it's it's sort of like not a just that creative outlet that I've always been I blab on about in every episode basically. So, it's this creative outlet for me. So, it's not work. I'm not working here, right? I'm just blabbering. That's all I'm doing. So that's never a huge problem for me, right? Anyways. So yeah, came back. My neighbors be fucking. And it's first day of Ramadan. Saw my BKK fam as usual. Love them. And I'm a little wow, I just went on a tangent. I just completely went off track when I was talking about Saturdays, right? Wow. Okay, let's bring it back. So I do that a lot when I talk. Anyways, actually, no, I don't. Lately, I've been doing it. I don't know why. Anyways, so Saturdays, right, is I can't work, man. I just don't know. I just don't do it. It sucks. And I try to, like I said, push myself. But as a creative, and creatives, this. We do not like to be rushed, right? We cannot be rushed. Do not rush me. We're going for a problem. Don't rush me, It's always a struggle for us, right? I mean, yeah, we know we're going to meet deadlines and stuff, but you can't rush creativity, man. That's a problem. Don't rush it. Don't rush. And so, but, and I'm just exhausted. Like, I don't want to do nothing, man. So that's why I really look forward to, going to my friends, one of my friends' cribs, or hanging out with them, going out to dinner or whatever, having drinks and stuff like that, the usual. Because I don't want to be thinking about work, man, or any kind of workload and stuff like that. And I'm more comfortable doing it on a Sunday, which is weird, right? Because you would think that, you have. I mean, obviously have work on Friday. Friday nights you go out, have fun, whatever. Same thing on Saturday, and Sunday is just like, you're just home, you're just chilling, right? Or maybe you got some chores to do at home or whatever, or you're just relaxing, right? Getting, just recharging for the week to come. So I'm very blessed with like on Sundays I feel a little blessed. It's a weird thing for me because I'm productive like work wise, but then I also like feel relaxed, which is weird while I'm working. I don't know how that works. Anyways, but a lot of things on the plate, and it's something I just want to push back. I'm not procrastinating because I'm still ahead of the deadline, right? But yeah, there's just days where I just won't do anything, man. So Saturdays are those days where I do not want to do anything at all. And today I tried today, and I did a little, not much, but but yeah, I'm Saturdays I just look forward to the weekend now because I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I got a lot of shit on my plate, man. So I try to optimize, during the weekdays, right? So, y'all, with that said, let's get to it, man. I wanted to talk about a few things, not necessarily like full on in depth reviews, but things that I've been watching, things that I've completed, and things I've been meaning to talk about, for quite some time now, but just haven't had the chance because, not unexpected, but I guess life takes its place, and I just talk about life. And I just talk about things I'm always blessed about and things like that, right? I'm seeing a very, very, very good and old friend. She's coming from Europe, so midweek, the upcoming week. So looking forward to seeing her after, I think it's 2022, right? Wow, maybe 7 years. 7 years, yeah. So, but I've known her since 2003. Oh wow, 2003. Yeah. Damn. Okay. I've known her since, yeah. All right, 2003, and last time I saw her was in 2015. Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry, I was like reminiscing there for a second. Blacked out. Yeah, but excited to see her. So that's gonna be really, really fun and interesting. It's always nice to see people you love and care about, especially after a while, right? So it's good. And even now, like people I haven't seen in a while, I would love to see them again. Especially my close friends. Would love to see them again. It's been a while, but my life is good. Like life could always be better, but life for me, I'm blessed, right? I always feel blessed. Always count my blessings, and I keep telling that to other people as well. But yeah, I want to. So it's April already. Jesus. Wow, I said Jesus, and isn't it Easter? When is Easter? In a week or something? I don't know. Easter is in April, right? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, like I said, I've lost count. I've lost absolute count. I don't know what's happening. It's April, and March Madness is over, right? Oh, not. I mean, it's not over. Like March, the month of March is over, but Madness is still going, right? As I speak, I think later on today, in the States, of course, North Carolina taking on Duke. I'm a Tar Heels fan, so I'm gonna be rooting on North Carolina to go to the championship. It's the Final Four. Very excited about that. So Tar Heels all the way. And that's done. I finally got around to, yo. Let's talk about, dude. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Moon Knight. Okay. Now, you guys, if like I said, if you guys follow me on IG, I already like bragged about it because it's amazing. It is the best. It is very difficult to kick the first episode off in a very, very high note, and the expectation is crazy. But then then I thought to myself, it's a mini series though, right? It's only 6 episodes, so I think we're at a time where a mini series, you have to make every episode count. Usually, what happens is, when a television series, a TV series comes out, whether it's a mini series or whatever, the first episode's like a build up, right? It's like, you're getting an intro to the characters, so it gradually builds up, right? Yo, Moon Knight just blew me out of the water. What? That was good. That was good. And I highly, highly recommend it. And can't wait till the second episode. And it's just dope because it's not just like I've known about Moon Knight, but not like I've never read the comics, unfortunately. And apparently they say that it's different from the comics a little bit. But what I've been hearing is that even comic book, diehards of Moon Knight who love Moon Knight, they love the show. They love the episodes that they've seen so far. And when you have Oscar Isaac, just the whole cast, not just Oscar Isaac, obviously it's Oscar Isaac, of course, but we know he's a great actor, but in this show, damn good. Damn good. And it's a superhero movie. Like it's a superhero show, right? So you're thinking, well, he's one of the finest actors of this generation, period. So for him to play, a superhero, and especially this is a very dark, very adult content type of superhero. And I know it's on Disney Plus. Disney Plus, they have to do it. Disney just has to do it to compete against, other platforms like other streaming platforms like Netflix, and Apple TV Plus, who have an Oscar winner, for best film. So I keep telling people, man, do not sleep. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on Apple TV Plus, okay? Telling you. If you can get it, get it. There's nothing but quality on that goddamn streaming platform. It's fantastic, amazing. So, in order for them to compete, they're gonna have to put content, adult content, on the platform to compete. Otherwise, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. There's no way that you can't do that. And there's a lot of families had issues, whatever, putting adult content or whatever on the service. But it's part of the business. You know what I mean? It's part of the business. And Disney also owns Hulu. So there's a lot of adult stuff on Hulu. Just like Pam and Tommy, right? Just like Pam and Tommy. I started watching Pam and Tommy. And I was like, okay, you know what? I was kind of like, I heard about it. It was entertaining and all that stuff, and I get it. But we sort of lived that. I sort of lived that. I was, we were, I think we were like teenagers. I think we were teenagers at the time, right? Early teen years, whatever. And we all knew Pamela Anderson, Baywatch. By the way, I was always a Carmen Electra guy. I was a Carmen Electra guy. To me, she was way, to me, she was more attractive than Pamela. Now, Pamela Anderson, she's a beautiful woman, but yeah, I was more into Carmen Electra. Carmen was to me the number one. You know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, with the whole sex tape and everything, and this show basically shows a completely different perspective, different side from, Pamela Anderson's side and things like that, and Tommy Lee, and how it actually all went down, because most of us don't know how it went down. And yes, there are obviously creative liberties taken by the showrunners, but the actors, the performances, the actors are great. So whether it's Sebastian Stan and oh my God, Lily James. Lily James is dude. At times, now I'm a huge fan of Lily James. Okay, huge fan. I've been a fan of her since day one. I love seeing any movie that she's in. I love watching her. She's talented, talented, beautiful, incredible presence on screen, and for her and she, dude, at times I was like, I felt like I was watching Pamela Anderson. They don't look exactly alike, but they did a great job to make her look as closely as possible to Pamela Anderson. That was fantastic, and that really helps. But it's the acting, right? The speech pattern, how she talks, and her mannerisms, things like that. It's like so. I was like watching Pamela Anderson. In Pam and Tommy, the Hulu series, right? Based on the whole sex tape scandal, whatever, and yeah, so great performance by Little James. I adore her, I love her. So it is entertaining, but also a little uncomfortable because you sort of see what these celebrities go through, things that were not intended to be released in public, and kind of falls into the whole thing that happened at that one event that you guys know what happened, with that one guy and the other guy on stage, and then the guy and his wife. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna go there. I I think I had a proper rant on Instagram. It wasn't really a rant, but you guys, if you follow me there, you know exactly how I felt about it. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. People have been discussing that to death, and still kind of are. And we're just trying to move on from it. But yeah, so these kind of content, like Disney Plus is gonna have to do it. It's unfortunate. They're probably gonna put more. I mean, I don't know how it works with other regions, but like here in Thailand, when we watch Disney Plus, and let's say I'm watching a show like Pam and Tommy, it will say that this content has adult stuff in it, language, sex, blah blah blah, whatever, and so it gives you that warning. So at least I think that's enough. That should be enough, because if you're a parent, or your kids are using the account or whatever, I think that should be enough. Like the warning is there. We gave you the warning. It has adult content. So whether you're monitoring what your kids are watching or not, that's up to you, right? And like I said, it's inevitable. Disney Plus, they're gonna have to do it. They have to do it. Otherwise, they're not gonna. It's a subscription based platform. You're gonna have to do it if you want to keep your subscriptions, or if you want to keep adding to it. That's how it's gonna be done. Anyways, Disney Plus is great. The show's great. Moon Knight, Pam and Tommy. I'm enjoying it, loving it so far. You know what? I still haven't got on the Bridgerton hype train. I know a lot of people watch it. It's more appealing to women. That's right. I'm assuming. Maybe that's not the case. But it's a Shonda Rhimes, production. And I have probably an unpopular opinion. I don't think Shondaland productions work on Netflix. The execution of it, I don't think it works. It's not like watching Olivia Pope, right, on ABC, right? It's not watching Kerry Washington as Olivia Pope in Scandal, or the other, Shonda Rhimes shows on ABC. I just don't think. It's strange because it's Netflix, so, but it's like, well, it's still a TV series, right? I mean, Lucifer on Netflix is doing great and has been doing great. It's a really good fan following, and I'm sure Bridgerton does well. I'm sure it's popular, right? Especially with huge shout out to who's getting a lot of flowers, Simone Ashley, right? Simone Ashley, the representing the Indian community. I guess she's taking a prominent role in season 2. I haven't watched the show, so like I said, I'm only assuming all this stuff. So don't come after me for this. I don't think I'll ever. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever watch it, because to me, you know, when the first season came out, the trailers and all that stuff came out. To me, it was just like, I just felt like I was watching, I don't know, a 17th century version of Gossip Girl, right? I don't know, you know, that's the way I looked at it. And maybe some of you guys might agree with that. I don't know. Maybe it is. Anyways, it's just, you know, it's just entertainment. You know, so, and I'm sure. And that's what it's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's entertainment. And don't say things like, oh, it's my guilty pleasure or whatever. It's not a guilty pleasure. You don't have guilt when something's pleasing you. It's pleasure. So there's no guilt in it. Just enjoy it. Everyone has their own stuff, you know, that they feel you know, they're entertained by. And that just happens to be one of your shows, then great. You know, watch the Kardashians. Go for it. You know, it's not my cup of tea. And what I watch may not be your cup of tea. That's the beauty of filmmaking, of television, of movies, you know. It's subjective. That's art. It's subjective. We don't need to agree on it, right? So, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get on that Bridgerton hype train. You know what I mean? Not like the other shows, like you know, Stranger Things, right? Which was a phenomenon when it came out. And other Netflix properties, you know? So I hope I just I watch what I watch. Like today I was, you know, on Instagram I showed like a sort of like a screenshot of my TV with you know, the Parisian agency, right? It's basically about it's a reality TV show basically about this very successful, you know, real estate family. Basically, it's a family. The father, the mother, they have 4 sons. You know, they live in Paris. They're, you know, 4 sons. 3 of them are in the family business, which is real estate. You know, and the youngest one is he wants to be a lawyer, and so it's really cool, like seeing them. Just seeing the family dynamic. And, you know, obviously it's not like reality. Things are edited. Things are sort of, I don't want to say manufactured, but, you know, to make it seem more entertaining or there's no drama. Here's the thing. This is what I love about the show. There is drama, but not like the crazy, ridiculous, out of this world. You know what I mean? Like over the top type of shit drama. And which I really appreciate, you know. So if there's like a conflict or something, it's not like overblown. So I think I really love that, and I appreciate that. So yeah, if you ever get the chance to watch it. It's really dope, because you see a lot of really cool you know, real estate all over, not just in Paris. So in season 2, they go outside of Paris. They go outside of France. You know, they go to Saint Bart's. They go to there was another island that they went to. I forgot. But yeah, so they go all over the place, and they're trying to go international as well. So they're growing their business, their you know, agency business, and it's just really cool. Yeah, so if you get a chance, watch it. The Parisian Agency, I think that's what it's called, right? In French, it's just agence. So, anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode, guys. I talked a lot. I talked about nothing, and I talked about everything. Again, you know, Ramadan Kareem, everybody. Have a good time. You're fasting through the month, and I will see you on Eid. Just kidding. And no, people who are wondering, I am not fasting. I do not fast. There's a story behind that, but we're not going to get into that. It's a very personal, you know, situation. Therefore, I will not be touching on it. So that wraps up episode 6. I'm just trying to think if I've forgotten anything. You know, I wanted to. I want to, sort of elaborate and expand on certain things, but man, when you go out to go to a 7-Eleven, vending machine, you're on your way to the elevator and then you hear one of your neighbors fucking, it's loud as shit. And she was having a great time. Nothing wrong with that, but she was having a great time. And then I was like, damn, girl, can I get some? Like, I'm in a dry spell. Can I get some of that? I'll have what she's having. Okay. No, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, they're not new here. They can't be new here, right? They can't be like new tenants. They can't be. Because usually, if someone just moved in or whatever, but yo, come on. Those doors are not sealed shut like a safe. There's cracks in the goddamn borders. There will be leakage of the sound in and out. And they're doing it in the living room. It's not even in the bedroom. Maybe they wanted us to hear. I don't know. Anyways, she was having a great time, and I'm happy for her. She's having a fantastic Saturday night. She's sleeping pretty well too. And I'm over here doing this podcast. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for the support. I'm going to clip that out. That's the first thing I'm going to share tomorrow for the video. Anyways, it's a great weekend again. Looking forward to the week ahead. I don't know, maybe not. Not looking forward to the work, but the other stuff, the other beautiful stuff. This was episode 6. Man, I love doing this podcast. I really do. And I always try to do like a little reflecting at the end of the episode, right? And always, counting my blessings. Thank you for everyone for your support. You guys have been great. And yeah, man, just thank you for the support. Thanks for listening to me blab and blab. I don't really talk about like anything in particular, right? Because there's no actual theme to any of this, because I talk about whatever. It's whatever's happening right now, whether it's in my life or in the world. And I would have talked about the whole Oscar thing, but it happened last Sunday, and it's already, was it last Sunday? Damn, that went by fast. Was it last Sunday? Anyways, wow. Yeah, okay. So this, it's a new weekend, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so I just thought it was going to be just too late to even discuss it. And I could have went on maybe half an hour on that crap. So, yeah. So with that said, I'm thinking of getting a guest on. Okay. Thinking of getting a guest on. I have a short list. So I'm not guaranteeing anything. I have a short list, and I still need to ask them, to get a guest on and see how we can make this work. I think if we had another voice here, like, once in a while have another voice, I think it'd be obviously more entertaining rather than me just talking for 40 minutes. I know. I'm like killing your ears right now. Anyways, much love to Natasha, Anita. I love you girls so much. Great to have you guys back in the city. My BKK fam is here. We complete. There is actually one person missing. No, sorry, two people missing, and we're trying to get the other one to migrate as soon as possible. And there's another special someone, but alas, different time zones, different countries. Anyways, that's all. I will see you guys next week in the House of Moody Vintage podcast. And I'm sorry I did not give a regular, traditional opening to the podcast because, my neighbor's having sex. All right. I'm out. Peace.